Well, I think I might have elaborated on it in another video, but I believe I told you guys that I was gonna put a new headliner into the truck, and here it is. This one's brand new. It doesn't come out as perfect as I wanted it to be. Namely, one of the issues I had, as you can see, that little rip right there, was the holes on this thing weren't lined up perfectly. So really had to kind of finagle it in some areas, but it looks a hell of a lot better than it did. I think though that this is definitely a learning experience for me, even putting one of these up in this kind of truck. I think I might just pay a shop to do it next time. I tried recovering the old one, and the old board that everything goes onto was completely rotted. This board is actually a kind of rubberized big piece of plastic, but you know, it's kind of rubberized, so it's pretty flexible. Kind of what I'm doing, and I wanted to get a video and do a how-to video of this for you guys, but believe me, there would have been probably about 2.5 to 3 hours of footage that I would have had to sift through, and this thing did not go on smoothly. I'll tell you guys that much. If it had gone on smoothly, I might regret not getting a video of it. I've got all these bits of trim and everything, and these two back here are not secured, these two big pieces. These smaller ones that go where the seat belts go right here, there's this one here and that one over there. For the rear jump seats, still need to put those back on, as well as this rear panel here, which goes right there. Thankfully I haven't lost any of the hardware. One of the issues I had that is with these little things, and these are actually the ones that are still good or more than likely usable. That one's probably barely usable, but anyways, there was more of them. I broke a bunch of them just because it's the nature of the beast with these things. They just break so damn easily, and you pretty much have to break them to get them out. And I was using special trim tools to try and remove these, and they just weren't having it. Half of them broke. So I just spent about an hour today sourcing some of those, and this is what I ended up coming up with, and hopefully they'll work. I went to O'Reilly's because I knew they would have some, and then Lowe's had some. Saw that the other day. I was at Lowe's. And pull these out. And there's two sizes that I needed. I needed those gray ones, and then I needed a smaller one. This is an old one, but was that size. And is that all of them? No. These are the two that I got from Lowe's for that one right there. So I was pretty glad that these are, the length is a little bit longer, but they're the same diameter and width. So those should be fine. These, however, they got a smaller head on them, but they're the same. The shank is the same diameter. So hopefully they'll work. As to how well, I don't know. There's also these ones that are a little bit bigger that I found, so you know, hopefully they'll work. But of course, the guy told me I could just return them if nothing worked out for me. But anyways, so that's kind of what I'm up to right now. As you can see, got the whole truck torn apart, or had it even more torn apart than it was. Part of the issue was this morning I was getting extremely frustrated with this, and this was another reason why I did not bother to do a video, and I'm glad that I didn't, is because I was just getting so frustrated because, you know, I forgot what hardware went where, how everything was put back together, what went on first, what went on next. So I had to really kind of figure that stuff out and really go from there. And then if you guys notice, the vacuum cleaner's out right here. Before I put the seats back in, I need to vacuum out all this food and nasty ass shit. So I'm gonna have to do a full detail in here before I get the seats back in, but that's kind of where I'm at right now. Not really anything else back here. I am gonna be pulling some parts off of the old truck. This truck has really come in handy, unfortunately. There's a fabric washer that goes directly behind the bolt. There's a big bolt that goes through right in that way for the top of the seat belt here for the little pulley or guide or whatever you want to call it. But there's a felt washer and it's like that thick. And I lost one of them from the White Ranger. No idea where it went. Again, that's why I don't like leaving jobs for that long in between working on them, because I tend to lose things and forget how things go back together. And it's been, geez, probably a month now, maybe 3 weeks, probably a month since I tore the interior apart for that damn headliner. So that's kind of what I'm dealing with. I'll clip back in when I get everything put together and situated. So I'll be back in a sec, hopefully an update. Everything went back in all right. Seats are back in, did a good vacuum job down there and everything. Kind of got a little bit of a fingerprint there and everything. But aside from all that, everything went in pretty good. So hopefully this thing lasts another 5 years, 10 years or whatever. Hell, it might even outlast the truck. But interior looks a hell of a lot better than it did. Aside from the sagging headliner, it did look pretty good. That was really the only issue with the interior. Aside from a good cleaning that I'll have to do at some point. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't really have much left to do on the Ranger. It's missing a hubcap back here. The other 3 wheels have them. Just haven't gotten around to finding one on eBay and buying it. Keep forgetting. I've been looking and trying to source a bed liner like the red one had, and that one got put into my brother's Mazda. So hopefully I can find a bed liner for this truck. Need to give it a good wash outside too. It's pretty damn dirty. So there it is, guys.